back, ladies and gentlemen. It's Mr.StealUrGurl coming at you with another Supreme Commander 2 cast, and I am using a different headset, so everything sounds different, and hopefully I sound better than last time. Last time I sounded pretty nasty because that was my third Logitech gaming headset, and one of them crumbled in my hands, I swear to you. Okay, I'll be honest, the first one I broke. I was an idiot. I messed it up. The second one broke, it literally crumbled in my hands. And this third one, guys, the microphone just started making this sound every time I talked. You probably heard that in the last video. So right now I am using a HyperX Cloud 2 headset, so it sounds pretty good, I like to think. And you know, I would like to go professional with the audio equipment, but unfortunately that costs money, and I am not charging for these casts. And you know, if anybody wants to donate some money to me, let me know and I'll be happy to take, you know, your money for professional equipment. It'd just make this so much better in terms of sound quality. But if you're happy with my sound quality, let me know. I think this microphone sounds a little bit better. I've done some tests on it, and it does indeed sound a bit better. So let's start with the cast. So here we go. Down below, we got Ares spawning in as the red UEF commander. He is dropping down an air factory, and then a land factory, and a bunch of eco. That is going to be something interesting. And then his opponent, we got Vs.unknowndesire7. He is the blue cyber commander, doing a whole bunch of research stations, and his commander has decided to eco just a little bit and push up. It's an ACU rush, guys. That is a really obnoxious strategy, but you know what? It's legit. It's counterable, and if it fails, that just means it's gonna give Ares the advantage over Unknown Desire. So Unknown Desire will if this fails, and I'm expecting it will, excuse me, because Unknown Desire, I mean, oh my goodness, Unknown Desire is a great player, but Ares knows how to deal with this. Look, he's already putting down things to counter this. It's just a lone Cybran commander. He's popping out the meteors. That is going to be a hard place. This is going to be difficult for Unknown Desire to deal with. And Unknown Desire is going for 4 research stations, and he doesn't have the mass to eco, I don't think. So this is going to be difficult for Unknown Desire. He's got Hunker, which is going to help him a little bit, but not too much if there's no units to help him. If he sucks up that yummy mass, that would be a good deal. See, you can totally tell Ares knew this was coming because of the scouting. That's why scouting is so important. It is so absolutely important. He was able to see this, and right now he's got Unknown Desire on the run. And the person who sent me this video says it is epic. It's an epic match. So expect another epic match like the last one. So Unknown Desire is in the yellow. He's not gonna, he's out damaging the repair rate of the engineer. But Ares stands in front of the mass extractor. That's top level play right there, protecting his resources. And a 5th mass extractor in a high damage air tower. And now this is not usual for ACU rushers. Usually amateur ACU rushers don't continue to build up units. They usually just kind of go all in, and they lose the match right out. Unknown Desire was smart. He lost about half his health, backed up, and is changing tactics. Right now he's got an extremely powerful ACU, and he slowed down Ares' expansions while not expanding too much himself, but he has 5 research stations, so that's going to put him way ahead in the research game. His ACU could just be repaired. He's putting down an air factory, and he's now expanding. See, this slowed down the land production a little bit for Ares. Ares doesn't have a whole lot to deal with Unknown Desire. Unknown Desire doesn't have a whole lot to deal with Ares. So right now they're kind of at a stalemate. Ares is looking in back. An Unknown Desire did not build in back of his base like a smart person because he knows he's not going to have the air to deal with that. Now, a scouting run for Unknown Desire, which is definitely a smart thing to do. Ares is getting his first expansion. He expanded and back. He's getting an expansion. Did an engineer bite the dust? Yes, an engineer bit the dust. That was the right target for Ares to go for. Now, let's slow this bad boy down. Unknown Desire has the tactical missile launcher on his ACU. His ACU is at full health. That is a tough ACU. Now, right now, there is not a whole lot for Ares to stop this onslaught here. These little rockhead tanks, a meteor here. This meteor is in range. Not a lot of stuff could get done. However, this this group of units here is going to be super annoying. If these group of units take out this high damage air tower, air could be more viable over here. Now, Unknown Desire was smart and shut down this expansion. He saw it with his commander vision, his commander radar, and walked in and said no to that expansion. He took out 3 mass extractors, or at least denied 1 from being built. Now, this is a control, was that a control K? I think that might have been a control K on those units. Now, these meteors are going to be able to take out maybe a mass extractor, maybe definitely an energy generator, but they're not going to do a whole lot because these research stations have a lot of health. Now, a bunch of fighters coming to protect the meteors. Like I said, that high damage air tower should have been taken out. That would have made these wasps much more defended. We'll have much better chance in the sky. That high damage air tower is wiping out the entire air force of Ares. See, that's a problem. Now, a bunch of mass extractors down as Unknown Desire, dang, he's down to half health again. He gets overcharge. Ares rebuilding and back, which is a wise thing to do. That's top play right there. He's rebuilding. He's letting his opponent do some damage if he so has to. Tank, ooh, overcharge. Tanking some point defense right to the face. Unknown Desire, being intelligent, being a great player, sucks up that yummy, yummy, delicious mass. And that's definitely what you want to do there. Now, that meteor is having an extremely slow death by 1, now 2 Geminis. Not doing enough damage. Now, this is a real annoying thing to be built. A research station going down. That's a really bad thing to lose at this point. When you are, Ares is at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 research stations, and there was 3. Now there's only 2. Now, the sharpshooter coming out for Ares to block that annoying commander tactical missile launcher. Ares doing the wise thing and recycling a research station, which is practically useless for him. Ares smart repairing. Remember, that repair job is free. Cobra's coming out for Unknown Desire. Kind of a little bit of a research investment, depending on what Ares was planning on doing. Now, Loyalists coming out, shooing away these meteors. A couple of bombers for Ares to deal with these Loyalists. A small air force for Unknown Desire, not producing any more air or land from the base. But this factory up here is producing Cobras and adapters. Ares could see exactly what's on the field with that commander radar. He could see that there's a handful of units, and most of them, not most of them, at least half of them are sharpshooters, and that is completely useless as a combative unit. I think these guys are moving around because there was a scout going up by Ares, and that's a smart thing. You got to scout, scout, and scout, because you never know what your opponent's going to do. Yep, see a scout going off there. And it looks like there's point defense on the mass extractors, research stations, and yeah, that is going to be super annoying for Unknown Desire to deal with. However, Unknown Desire is being super annoying himself, and that's a control K, I believe. Some delicious yummy mass there for Ares. That is free mass in Ares coffers. It's just there. It's totally free. And Unknown Desire taking damage. Dang! One commander tactical missile volley took out half of the health of these mass extractors. Wow, that mass extractor has definitely seen better days, and that was that. Minimal damage going on that ACU because it's being attacked by tactical missile launchers from a distance. Softening it up. Ooh, this one has more veterancy, so it takes more damage. Now, Unknown Desire wants to get back here and suck up this yummy yummy mass so he could have more materials to build. Now, Unknown Desire is just now expanding him back. An experimental gantry going down for Ares. Ares is going to probably produce fat boys. He's probably going to want more energy. That is always what slows down people there in the beginning stages of experimentals. Speed this up as both players are scouting each other, poking in for weaknesses. As you might have noticed up here, that Unknown Desire threatened these units, but back down, seeing that Air Force right there. And these units threatened to push in, but seeing that army and that Air Force and even Unknown Desire's ACU, they said, no, we're good. We're going to go back home. And it looks like we're going to see megaliths and maybe even cicadas, guys, because that's definitely what goes down. Now, that is a successful commander rush. You put your opponent on the back foot. You get in their brain. You get in their head. You but then you have to go back home and build back up. Now, the thing that makes, there's a little air fight going on here. With Unknown Desire's ACU, will he get the anti-air on his ACU? Does not look like that's what he's investing in. But it looks like Fat Boys came out, raining on the parade of Unknown Desire. Unknown Desire lost air, so that is a bad thing. That is completely deadly. But look at Unknown Desire Do-si-do. Look at this. Let's take a look at that from as a different angle. I feel like I could do more of that. Alright, so the Fat Boy is still firing at Unknown Desire. Unknown Desire has to do-si-do out of there. He is just dancing, bobbing and a-weaving, taking out mass extractors. He's taking some damage, but some of it is missing him. He's got jump jets on his ACU. That is a smart thing, because it'll be harder for the Fat Boy to track him. In fact, it can't track him while he's in the air, but it'll be much more difficult for it to do more damage when Unknown Desire decides to cheese it out of there. Another land gantry. That is 2 land gantries. That's 2 Fat Boys. Now, 2 Fat Boys and 2 megaliths are going to be produced. That's 1 megalith out now. Going to be a second one. This engineer is not taking damage. Oh, they're going after that mass extractor. But now that engineer is dead as dead could be. Just kidding. That engineer is almost done with that high damage air tower. That engineer somehow survived that. That's pretty impressive there. And we got an air gantry being built and 2 Fat Boys. See, that air gantry is going to be incredibly devastating unless Unknown Desire could get up the right combination of units. Otherwise, Unknown Desire is donezo. Now, a high damage air tower being hastily constructed, but that engineer building it was taken out. So that's an unfortunate loss there. This side up over here, this expansion up in this area is going, its days are numbered. a third land gantry. Now, it would be within Ares' best interest to push in with at least one of those fat boys and do some damage. Unknown Desire skipping the heck out of there, saying nope, took too much damage from that mass extractor, took too much damage from that heavy point defense, and taking too much damage from those really annoying fat boys. Taking damage from bombers as well. Look at that. That's a pro dodging. Even though he's taking some damage, you're never going to not take damage in this game when you are do-si-doing with the ACU. And look at the pro play there. There is a cicada on the field with a couple of adapters. Now, you could see how pro that was, guys. Unknown Desire knew that he's popping out a cicada. He just had to dance for a little bit, a little do-si-do. And you can see the cicada walking right in, turns right on just the right moment, and the enemy Ares units could not target that ACU anymore. At least that'd probably be a really bad idea, because he doesn't know what is with that cicada. It could have been a whole bunch of loyalists, it could have been a bunch of adapters, it could have been an army of Megaliths, so he didn't know. He had to back up and reassess, because that could have been a deadly mistake. He now knows what this army composition is made up of with that scout. He even sees the reinforcing units. This is pretty much an overpowered Cybern army. When cicadas come out in the field, adapters on the field, it becomes extremely powerful. Unknown Desire is building up some energy. It looks like he's having a little energy problem there, because one gantry is not building. Now see, this is what you want to do. You want to stagger your cicada and keep your cicada in back so it takes minimal damage. As you can see, the fortified artillery station is trying to go after the cicada. The cicada is getting bombed, and it's being hit with AC-1Ks, and down it goes. The second one turns on, protecting all the units, and it goes down. AC-1Ks are no joke, guys. If microed by a really great player like Unknown Desire, it could definitely do some work on these units. Oh my goodness, why did it do that? So as you can see, he moved out of the way, did some damage, forcing his enemy to split apart with those three fat boys. Now, for Unknown Desire, there were some heavy losses right in this vicinity. You can see 2 cicadas down and at least 2 or 3 megaliths. Now, Ares might be wise to go get up an engineer up here and suck up that yummy mass. Now, I think it's pretty much GG, guys, because the second Cybern artillery is being built. Third, Cybern artillery does absolutely too much damage. Just too much. As compared to the other factions' artillery. The fortified artillery is worthless. The long-range artillery doesn't do that much damage. The quantum artillery cannon, it does okay. It does some pretty good damage, but it doesn't compare to the accuracy of stacking Cybern artillery. As you may have just seen, top-notch micro by the fat Unknown Desire. The fat boy backs up when it saw those megaliths and forced them to push back with the AC-1 Terrors. The AC-1 Terrors should be focusing on that ACU. Well, maybe I'm wrong. He's trying to take out Eco. Down it goes an AC-1 Terror. And a cicada, an activated cicada comes right out. This is an energy-intensive build, guys. Sorry there's some silences. I'm yawning. I am extremely tired. I'm doing a new job, so I got put into a supervisory role as in an acting position. So I am absolutely tired because now I'm actually responsible for things. Not that I was responsible for at my previous job. It's the same job I go to, but I'm just now in the supervisory role for a temporary time. So yeah, I'm very tired because I'm learning how to do the job. There's things I need to do, and it's interesting. It's different. So give me a break from the yawns, and you could just call them thoughtful pauses. I'm thinking, I'm in deep thought. So that's really what's happening. Of course, I'm kidding, but whatever. So 4 long-range energy generators, that is extremely cruel for your opponent. As you can see, they ate right through that shield generator. The timing on that, guys. Ares lost that air gantry right as soon as that shield generator came online. Now, all Unknown Desire really has to do is just wait this out. He could just spam heavy artillery and just crush Unknown Desire. There's not a lot Unknown Desire could do. Even Aegis couldn't really compete unless he has a large amount of energy. Oh my goodness! 3 fat boys dead. It's an incredible loss. Now, these energy generators have training 4, I think, on them. That is nasty. It's just raining Cybran death on the poor god of war, Ares. Ares is having problems. It looks like this game really flipped on its side there, guys. It looked as if Ares had the upper hand when that ACU rush failed in its attempt to take out Ares, but maybe this is what Unknown Desire 7 wanted. He wanted Ares to have that false sense of security that he's ahead. Because usually when an opponent fails an ACU rush, it's an automatic win almost for the team that was defending against the ACU rush. Now, as you can see, there's not going to be a lot to do about this. 2 cicadas, a buttload of adapters, and some megaliths. Now you can see those adapters absorbing most of that damage. They're almost staggering on and off so that those megaliths are taking 0 damage. Yeah, you can just see those units just walk in, do whatever they want, and just destroy everything. That AC-1K didn't even have a chance. Literally, that AC-1K had 0 chance. There's a nuke on the field, but that didn't even have a chance either. I'm just going to speed it up. Oh goodness, I missed the snipe attempt. There's a snipe attempt going on right now with Ares. I mean, Unknown Desire. Unknown Desire is in the yellow, and down goes another AC-1 Terror. These AC-1 Terrors are not hitting what they want to be hitting. They are hitting land gantry. They're in the red. Some adapters come to protect Unknown Desire, and Ares goes down. He controls K's, guys, or got sniped somehow by long distance artillery. What is that called? The long-range artillery from the Siren. See, it was only a matter of time before Ares gets checkmated with all that Siren Death Ball. So great game. That was indeed epic. And again, I'm sorry for the silences. I'm having problems because I'm learning a new job. I am tired and it's very stressful. So give me a break, guys. Give me a pass on that one. At least I worked really hard to fix this microphone and bring you this great replay sent in by Unknown Desire. Thank you for sending it in. Sending it in. It was awesome. Unknown Desire was saying that there are some matches on this channel that don't accurately represent his playing ability because he's in a lot of losing ones. So I apologize for that, Unknown Desire. I really do. You are definitely one of the best players, and the consensus is you are the best at the moment. So congratulations there, as people have said that and to me. So I have no reason to doubt them because your playing was top notch. You were you might have been in control the whole time, and it looked like Ares was winning, but I think that might have been Unknown Desire's plan. So Ares, you did great against a wonderful player. Stopping an AC rush is difficult, but I was confident you were able to do it. But Unknown Desire was smart and expanded and was able to hold off the counterattacks from Ares. So well done there by both players. I find that to be a very, very interesting match. So guys, comment down below. Say something like nasty ACU rush. Say that down in the comments so you made it this far. So it's nasty ACU rush. So like this video, favorite it, share it with your oh my goodness, what am I doing? Like this video, subscribe to my channel, favorite it because that helps me out, and share with your friends, family, and foes because they need something interesting to watch as well. And as always, everyone, GG.